All right, I thought I had a review video made for the next test, but I don't. So here it is. This is for the Stearns chapters 29 through 31 test for the review sheet that you got in class today. So question number one talks about describe the start of World War One. Know about the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand. Also know about the different European empires that were involved, and make sure that you can describe the alliance system for World War One. Describe the fighting in World War One. Be familiar with trench warfare as a result of new military technology. Know about the Western Front between France and Germany, and also be able to describe the Eastern Front, which was between Germany and Russia. Number three, what brought the United States into the war? The Zimmermann telegraph. Be familiar with that. But more, it was German submarine attacks on merchant ships. Number four, the methods used to gain support for the war effort. Know about war bonds, employment of women and Africans, writing poetry to instill nationalism and pride are all results. Question number five is about the Treaty of Versailles. Make sure you know about the formation of the League of Nations. Germany was forced to accept blame for the war, and Austria-Hungary was divided up. Number six, Armenian Genocide come about. This has to do with Turkish defeat in World War One. Number seven, the role of women in World War One. Women went to work and got new experiences. Number eight is about the Balfour Declaration. This is going to decide the future of relations between the Jewish and the Palestinian settlers. Question number nine, describe fascism. Italy started because of the loss in World War One. It's a love of warfare, a one-party system, and they burned a lot of books. Number 10, the Mexican Constitution of 1917, limits on foreign ownership, land reform, and guaranteed rights for workers. Question 11 is about the Russian Revolution. Lenin took advantage of a genuine revolution to implement his ideology. Number 12, key Japanese attack China, and why did communism not succeed at first in China? So Japanese nationalism in China didn't have industrialization early on. Number 13, the Great Depression. The primary cause is that supply outstripped demand. Most Western governments responded with nationalist and protectionist policies, and a lot of nations suffered because the United States was suffering. Stalin's 5-year plan was to industrialize. Question 15, list the key events of World War II. Be familiar with Blitzkrieg, the bombing at Pearl Harbor, Germany invading Poland. Allies made little progress in Europe until D-Day. The British got the Germans out of North Africa, and the Battle of Coral Sea stopped the Japanese advancement in the Pacific Ocean. 16, the Spanish Civil War. Democracies were not, sorry, I'm having trouble reading my handwriting. Democracies were not entrusted in opposing totalitarian regimes. Number 17, what made it easy for Japan to divide up China? China had a civil war going on at the time. Number 18, the creation of Israel started a war, and it came about primarily because of the Holocaust. Number 19, be familiar with the Russian involvement and the U.S. and the British involvement in this. Number 20, sorry, I can scroll down here so you can see these questions, but hopefully you've got your sheet with you. Number 20 is about the decolonization and who was it led by. Western educated people in the countries that were being colonized led this about, and it was opposed by white settlers. And question number 21, the United Nations, how does it differ from the League of Nations? And the primary difference is in regards to membership. In the League of Nations, they made membership mandatory for people, and people don't really like being a part of mandatory things. And so It's got all to do about membership. Good luck on your test. We're going to go over more of this in detail in class, but I just wanted to get something out there for you. Again, remember these review sheets are not exhaustive at all. They're meant just to point you in the right direction for you to use your textbook and the notes that you've taken in class to study more in depth.